Welcome back, Pokemon fans. My name is Angel of the Night091, and you're watching the Alola Friendly Tournament here on my YouTube channel. As we get into it here, I'm going to go over the tournament rules. Now, this tournament is between the 27th of January and the 29th. So, as it is, here is the information in regards to the Alola Friendly. We're just going to go over the rules here, and then we are going to look at the team. So right now, there is a 50,000 seat limit for the actual tournament. So that means 50,000 people can compete in this tournament. The participation gift is 50 battle points to all players who are actually in the rankings. They have to complete complete 3 battles. Also, as well, there's the junior and senior division, and then there's the masters division as well. Let's see here. So, the competition rules. So, it is in Pokemon Sun and in Pokemon Moon. The battles are single battle format, and players may use only Pokemon from the Alolan Pokedex. Only the Alola form of Pokemon with regional variants can be used. So that means Ninetales needs to be the Alolan form, not the previous original form. All mythical and legendary Pokemon are not allowed. So that is pretty huge, because no legendary and no mythicals. Mega Stones are also not allowed, so that means you can't use Mega Alakazam. You can also not use Mega Gyarados, Mega Scizor, Mega Pinsir, that kind of idea. Items are allowed, but trainers may not have duplicate items in their battle team. So that means that, for example, one Pokemon cannot have Life Orb, while a second Pokemon also has Life Orb. So that is good. You can register 3 to 6 Pokemon, level 1 to level 100. All Pokemon in this competition will automatically become level 50 for the duration of the match. So that means that any Pokemon that you're trying to use will be automatically leveled to level 50, regardless if they are below level 50 or above level 50. 3 of the Pokemon you register to your battle team will be chosen to battle each match. So out of the 6 Pokemon that you choose to battle with, you can only use 3 of them per match. Now, this is interesting because this one here has a 10-minute time limit for each player and will automatically be enforced in the game. At the beginning of each battle, players have 90 seconds to select 3 Pokemon to battle with, and then at the beginning of each turn, players have 60 seconds to select a move. If a player has not made his or her selections at the end of this period, the game will automatically make selections for the player. Now it says here players may battle up to 15 games per day of the competition. Any unplayed games will carry over to the following day. A new day begins at 0 UTC. And it just says for additional details, please come back and check the pages, regulations, and so on. So that is it. You do have to have a Pokemon Trainer Club membership, of course, which, of course, we do, seeing as how we are logged in here. So, without further ado, let's take a look at the team here. So the team that I actually chose, I chose it kind of at random, to be honest with you. So I had a lot of fun with 3 Pokemon in particular in the last tournament, which I thought was pretty cool. So the first one is Incineroar. Now, as you can see, I've got it kind of maxed up in attack. It's got its hit points, and it also has some speed invested as well. The biggest thing here with this Incineroar is that we're going to have to play on the Flame Charge and then go for our Z power. Of course, we do have the Incendium Z, which is unique to the Incineroar. However, Darkest Lariat and Flare Blitz will definitely come into a big play here, most likely as well with Cross Chop not far behind. Now, this one here, it's a Jolly nature, of course, so that way it helps out with the speed, but doesn't take down the attack. The next Pokemon here is Savali. Now, I chose Savali based on a moveset that I had that used a Life Orb. Now, the big issue that I had with the Pokemon that had Life Orb is that when I made the team, I had a huge electric weakness. So I decided to switch Savali over to being electric typing with the electric memory. I do have X-Scissor, Crunch, Multi-Attack, and Iron Head. Iron Head definitely for those pesky fairy types, of course, and Crunch for those ghost types. At the time, Savali was just a regular, normal type Pokemon. Now this Pokemon here is also too Jolly. So with it being Jolly, as you can see, it has great speed. Its attack power is a little bit on the lower side, but again, not a big deal. because I do have a set for that as well. Alright, the next one is Goodra. Now, Goodra has always been a big player on a lot of my teams lately, and it's actually one of my favorite Pokemon right now, along with Kingler, of course. As you can see, I am up in Special Attack and Special Defense. My Goodra is actually Modest. Now, the reason I went with the Modest is because I wanted to have more Special Attack, while his Special Defense is already pretty decent as well. Now, of course, with the Goodra, I have Sludge Bomb for Fairy types, Dragon Pulse obviously for Stab, but I do have Muddy Water. Now, the biggest thing with Muddy Water with me is that I always try to lower some accuracy on my opponent's team. So when I go through the attacks, if I feel that I cannot cannot get out of an issue, I try to use Muddy Water, because if I can lower the accuracy of my opponent, I may be able to withstand it a little bit more. So that is always good. Plus, I also have Sap Sipper. When you look at the team, of course, I do have, well, my next Pokemon, Mudsdale, who's actually weak to grass-type Pokemon. So my Mudsdale here, of course, I do have the Grandium Z. Now, I do have a few Z powers on my team, and the reason being is that I'll never usually stick with the same Z Pokemon, of course, when I'm doing this tournament. So I shouldn't have, like, for example, Alakazam and Mudsdale and Incineroar are all on the same team, just because of all the Z powers. I'm going to try to mix it up here, of course. Now, I do have High Horsepower, Return, Rock Slide, and Close Combat, but the biggest thing here with my Mudsdale is it is an adamant nature. As you can see, I have great defense, I have great attack. The attack power is 383. You cannot beat that unless you're going to go with, like, something that has bulk up, Swords Dance, that kind of idea. So 383 for attack power is pretty decent. And as well, with the defense, I do have Stamina. Now, if you guys don't know what Stamina is, of course, it boosts the defense stat when hit by an attack. So if I take this Pokemon out and it gets hit by an attack, I'm going to raise my defenses up. So that's going to basically allow me to wall certain types of Pokemon. So definitely, I think it's a good choice. Definitely for the tournament. Now, normally I go with something that's a little bit more bulkier in the defense area, so I'm heavily reliant on the Stamina ability. Now, here we have it. We have Ninetales. Now, Ninetales is pretty well one of my lead pokes in this tournament. Now, I do have the Snow Warning. If you guys watched the previous tournament, you would know that I used a Ninetales within that area as well. And I just want to say a huge shout out to Hef Nasty for doing a couple of battles with me, just to make sure that I get the team kind of figured out here. When I was actually originally doing this Ninetales, I actually had Extra Sensory instead of Aurora Veil. But after battling him, I realized that the Aurora Veil, when it's used in a Hailstorm, which this set is based on, it actually raises defense and special defense for 5 turns. So that is huge, especially in a competition, because if, let's say, for example, I send it out and I get the the Snow Warning off, plus as well, I get a Confuse Ray off on my opponent, more than likely they're going to switch, and then I'm going to get that Aurora Veil up. So that should help me out in the actual tournament. Now, some people will put, like, Freeze Dry onto Ninetales. In this situation, I didn't do that, because I then put Savali as Electric type. So I actually was able to get rid of Freeze Dry and put Aurora Veil on. Thanks, Hef. Oh, sorry. The nature is Timid on that Ninetales. And that leads us to my last Pokemon here. My last Pokemon is Alakazam. Now, as many of you know, I usually do use Mega Alakazam. Unfortunately, Megas were not allowed in this tournament, so I actually have the exact same Alakazam as I would normally use with Magic Guard, Psychic, Shadow Ball, Recover, Focus Blast, and of course it's Timid, but I did put the Psychium Z. So I do have the Z power for my Alakazam, and in my practice matches I actually deem that to be quite useful. So let's go ahead and register it. Now, this is actually day 1 of the tournament. It actually started yesterday because of Japan. Now, of course, I got off work. I was way too tired to start yesterday, so I'm actually behind in the competition right from the start. But this is normally the day that everybody would start here anyways in Canada, so no big deal. So let's get into the first battle here. I know it's kind of a long video so far, but I felt necessary to try to cover some information based on my team. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that part, and just kind of like where my mindset is for this tournament. Now, I know a lot of you are probably thinking, Corey, you don't have any Ultra Beasts, or any of the Tapus. And the reason being is that I find that they're very overused this generation, and in these tournaments, I want to battle with my favorite pokes. It's all about having fun, so if you can battle with your favorite Pokemon, or just regular Pokemon that are not like crazily overpowered, I think that's great, quite frankly. Now, as we do the tournament here, of course, let's go to Battle Spot. You're going to notice that in the area, of course, you can't see my mouse, but where it shows my friend code, I'm actually going to change that right now. We're going to change that to a little script that I created. Hopefully I can find it here. Just one sec. I didn't realize that when I switched my scene over, it did not change everything over as well. So, if I'm not mistaken, when you first start the tournament, it's a 1500 rating, and I'm going to mark my wins and my losses down here so that way you guys can easily follow along with this tournament as well. So let's go to online competition, participate in the competition, and if I'm not mistaken, I probably did this wrong, and I should have probably put them in the PC. Hopefully we can use them in my party. Alright, perfect. We downloaded my digital ID. I don't have any battle teams. Create a battle team. Okay, let's see here if we can... And of course I can't see... I can't see my party Pokemon. Okay, I gotta go back for a sec. Sorry guys, I completely goofed up. My bad. I'm doing this live, by the way. Everything right now is being done live. I don't like to pre-record things and then try to commentate on them because it's way too tough. At least with this way, you get to see my live reactions to how I'm actually battling. So, first off, okay, we'll put it here. Oh. There we go. Sorry guys, I know I should have had this done prior. Let me get my Charmander here. There we go. Alright, so we need to make a battle team. Let's see how to do that now. There we go. And I don't have a stylus around. Oh, I totally do. Perfect. There we go. Alright, so we got our battle team all ready to go here. Sorry about the wait again. Let's go into the Festival Plaza here. There we go. That's okay about the game sync. Don't need to worry about that. Okay, let's battle. And we are going to confirm that this is the team. Alright, all registered up there, guys. Alright. Now, we can do up to, I believe it's 15 battles, but because it's past 8 o'clock Atlantic Standard Time, we could actually go for the full 30 battles tonight, but I'll probably only do 15 tonight. Save 15 for tomorrow. Your battle team is locked, and game sync is complete. Perfect, we're ready for the competition. Let's go ahead here and select our League Title Defense. I love the League Title Defense for music. Definitely do. The next one up would be Lucamine's number 2, I think. But I don't really have any other favorites, to be honest with you. So right now we're going to go up against Cisco. So he's got 1 Ultra Beast, Serena, he's got Tapu Koko, and I can't remember most of the names here, I'm afraid. Minior, he has Minior, Salazzle. I'm trying to think of what the bug's name is. Can't think of it right now. I think I'm going to go Alakazam, Ninetales. I want to do Savali, to be honest with you. But Mudsdale would also be a sick Pokemon to use as well. But I'd be worried about the Serena. I could, however, go for Goodra, because Goodra could be able to handle most of those pokes. So you know what? I think what I'll do is I'll go Ninetales, Goodra, and Alakazam for this battle. Now, again, I can't think of the Ultra Beast name, and I can't think of the bug's name for some reason. There's so many Pokemon now, guys. Like, 800 and some pokes. Like, that is a lot. Like, back in my day, we only had 151 Pokemons. We didn't have all these fancy things. Alright, guys. First battle. Let's hope everything turns out A-okay. Alright, I'm just going to set up my timer here. Get going for the end. Alright, first battle up against Cisco. So we're going to lead off here with the Ninetales. Nice. Not a bad choice. Alright, so we're going to get that snow warning up. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if I should go right away for the Aurora Veil, but I think what I'll do is I'm just going to go right for the Blizzard here. And the reason being is I want to get that Serena out of here. Now, if I was worried about my Ninetales, I don't think she's going to attack with any kind of grass-type attacks. So, I think I should be pretty safe. Even with fighting-type attacks, I should be okay. So, let's go for the Blizzard, and I'm pretty sure that I can outspeed the Serena. Ooh. It has some special defense. That is pretty good. Now, the only Serena that I've ever used is my own. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think with mine, I went straight attack. So, like, I had an adamant nature and everything. Ah, there we go. Tapu Koko. I think what I'm going to have to do here is I'm going to have to go in for the Confuse Ray. And the reason I'm going to go for the Confuse Ray is I'm going to try to set up this Aurora Veil. Sorry, Aurora Veil or Aurora Veil? I can't remember what it's called, guys. I apologize. So he's going to attack with the Dazzling Gleam. Not sure what the idea is behind that because I am a fairy type as well. So let's get the not the close combat. Confuse Ray off. Now he is getting hurt by the hail. I think my best bet right now is to get the Aura Veil up. Because then what I can worry about then is I have Goodra and I have Alakazam. So he's going to swap out the Tapu Koko, realizing, hey, I think I goofed. Ooh, nice. Vikavolt, that's the name. So it is a shiny Vikavolt. That is sick. So we're going to get the Aura Veil up. So we're going to get our team strong against defense and special defense here. And I think I'm going to try to get the attack of the Blizzard. I just want to try to get another attack off here. Not too concerned about Vikavolt, although I'm probably going to lose Ninetales. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't think I'm going to be able to survive like a Thunderbolt. However, the Aura Veil may help that. So here we are. We're going to get the Blizzard off while we can. That's going to do some damage onto Vikavolt. Definitely taking it down to halfway. And luckily, we're able to survive by 2 hit points. And that is fantastic. So right now, the hail is still up. So we can actually go for another Blizzard here. Alright, and that should finish off the Vikavolt. So that's going to take 2 of my Aura Veil turns. So right now, the hail is stopped, which is perfectly fine. The battlefield is back to normal. And I'm pretty sure what's going to come into play is I'm pretty sure he's going to go back to Tapu. Try to see if maybe he can try to paralyze me, maybe, or just take me. Maybe try to beat me with like a speed tie, or probably not a speed tie actually, because I don't think Ninetales is as fast as the Tapu Koko. But I think what I'll do is I'm just going to go for another Confuse right here. That's going to take it down to 2 more rounds for the Orville. Interesting. So it looks like his Tapu Koko is Life Orbed. So I'm going to go in with the Alakazam here now, because I know I should be able to outspeed that Tapu. And if I can get a Psychic off, I might take it out, but I'm going to go for my Z-Power just to make sure. We're going to go for the Z-Power here. He's going to get the Wild Charge. However, that is not good for me because I am going to lose my Alakazam. I thought I was going to be able to outspeed it, but it looks like the Tapu might be a little too quick for me. And there's the Aura Veil. Of course, Aura Veil not really going to do anything. We're going to go out to Goodra here now. And I'm hoping Goodra is going to be able to stay in. Now, the nice thing is that if I can take out the Tapu, he still has Serena. So I should be able to do okay here because of the Sap Sipper. So we'll see what happens here with the Dazzling Gleam. That bulk. That bulk. Plus, I think he's more of a physical attacker than he is a special attacker. So let's go for the Sludge Bomb here. That's going to take out the Tapu. And I'm really hoping I can take out Serena. Now, I could go for the Sludge Bomb, of course, and get the Serena taken out that way, which is probably the better move. Because if I go for the Fire Blast, there's a huge chance the Fire Blast isn't going to hit. And if this thing has some serious attack on it, I don't want it to take out Goodra. So let's go for the Sludge Bomb. Sweet, we're going to be able to outspeed here. And... oh! What? What is that? How did Serena survive that? What? Aw, man. I bet that was down to like 2 or 1 hit points. That's unfortunate, guys. That is going to put a loss on us. First battle, 1 loss. Not okay with that. I thought we were doing pretty good. But that is perfectly fine, guys. You cannot win every battle. So at this point, guys, we are going to end the episode here. This is battle number 1. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the battle there today. If you did, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Be sure to post your comments in the comment section below. I'd like to know what you guys thought about me going over the team preview. And as always, I hope you guys had a fantastic day there today. And I hope you all take care. Peace.